Yo, what is up? It's your boy back with another live stream. Happy to be back. Happy to be doing this live stream again. Um, it's been a little while since I've done a live stream. I was supposed to do one last week, but I got tired, so I had to reschedule it for this week. But I'm happy to be back. Happy doing this live stream. And I came in here with a few topics that I did want to talk about. First and foremost, let's talk about Zack Snyder because Zack Snyder is officially done with the DCEU. I think it's really a good thing that he officially came out and announced that he was done, just for the simple fact that like we needed some type of closure. You know what I mean? Like we needed some type of closure from Zack Snyder saying, "Hey, look, I'm done. I've done all I could, but there's nothing else that I really need to do." Now, of course, he didn't officially come out and say that he was done, but he did basically. I mean, he said it would be hard to coax him back unless y'all trying to give him a Batman movie to work on. You know what I mean? Um, but I think it's a good thing, man, that he's moving forward. That he's got some other stuff that he wants to do. Um, I hope it works out with his Snyder Cut universe. I really do. I think it's gonna be good for him. It looks like he's happy. I've seen some of the clips and stuff on social media that's been posted where he's like at a barbecue or something, and he looks like he's pretty happy. Um, I'm gonna just pause on that subject right now. I'm gonna say this. I like live streaming. I know I've had to cancel a bunch of live streams, but your boy is going to continue live streaming, even if it's just me in the stream, because hopefully people will eventually join in one day. But it's something I like doing, and my goal is to get my watch time hours up. Like I said, my goal is to get to 4,000. In 2024. So with that being said, let's get back into the topic. So yeah, man, Zack Snyder officially moving forward with his Snyder Cut, ending of the Snyder Cut, but moving on and going through with Rebel Moon. And I hope his Rebel Moon stuff works out. I know he's got three movies coming out. I believe one coming out this month, and then another one coming out in the spring of next year, and I guess the next one maybe 2024 at the end or 2025. I'm not exactly sure 100%. But I'm looking forward to see what this Rebel Moon is going to be all about. I hope it's going to be good. I hope that he knocks it out the park because really, I mean, he has nothing to lose. I mean, this is his baby. This is what he has put all his money into. And I think the best thing about it is that, excuse me, there's nobody that can tell him what to do because it's his project. There's no there's no going back and talking about, oh well, we gotta go check out the history of this character or anything like that. There's nothing like that going on here. This is his baby. This is his thing. So he's setting this up. So I really hope that it gets off the ground, and I hope it works out. I hope he's successful with it. Now I know some people I saw in the comment section, were talking about, you know, if he was to ever come back, I guess they wouldn't be kind of they couldn't be welcoming with open arms because of the fact that he, his dark gritty style. I guess they just got tired of. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, I hope his Rebel Moon works out over on Netflix. Like I said, I've seen some of the clips. He looks happy. I'm hoping that he's straight. He good over there. You know what I mean? So Zack Snyder, if this coming happen to make its way to you, I hope you're happy over there, man. I hope that you're doing your thing over there. I hope that it's working out for you. You know what I mean? Because you know I don't understand why fans are still trying to hold on to hope that we are not getting a DCEU over on Netflix. It's not happening. Um, Zack Snyder is full on Rebel Moon. No red capes allowed. And as far as I'm gonna get to the DCU later, but as soon as James Gunn and everybody else came into play, it should have already been known that it's time to move on. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why there's still people trying to hold on to hope that we are going to be getting anything from the DCU over on Netflix. It's just not happening. It should have been known when James Gunn took over for the new DCU and started letting the actors go in front of them, they wouldn't be coming back. That it was over and done with. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, man, I'm not really sad that we're not getting anything as far as like the what is it here I'm trying to say? I'm not sad that we're not getting anything as far as like the continuation of the DCEU. I think it's time to go ahead and just blow it up and hit the reset button. I feel like they've given us enough. Well, they're not giving us enough. Is not what I'm trying to say, but it just feels like it's time to end it. There's nothing more that they can do with it. The house is already burned down, no crisp. It's time to rebuild, and that is exactly what James Gunn is doing. But again, Zack Snyder, if this video happens to make it to your disc, if a clip from this happens to make it to your disc, I just want to say thank you for the Zack Snyder cut. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I am looking forward to seeing what you're going to do with this Rebel Moon project. I hope that it's great. I hope that it knocks it out the park. I am looking forward to seeing it. Even though I can't really follow a whole lot of what's going on, I hope Rebel Moon is going to be the shit. That's my goal. I hope Rebel Moon is going to be the shit. To anybody coming in, please hit the like and subscribe button. So the second thing that I want to talk about while I'm here is what was the second topic I wanted to talk about? I think it was like the Alpha Core, the Rippaverse Alpha Core, right? So Rippaverse Alpha Core, we know that Eric July is getting set to start shipping us, I believe, sometime in the next week, maybe by Monday, right? And I am optimistic about this book. You know what I mean? I'm not super excited about it, but I'm optimistic about it. Follow Eric July on Twitter. I've seen he's done a lot of posts about it. And I know he's hired some new people to come onto the team. I know specifically the Sasuke sisters are going to be full time on the team. So I'm curious to see what this book is going to do. I think the story sounds a lot more interesting, honestly, than what we got in the ISOM book. I hope that he's taking, even his fans' criticisms to heart and going through and checking every single page for every single detail before that book gets to anybody out here. Because I just think I watched a particular YouTuber named Mike Partika, and he went through and examined and just sliced and diced the whole thing from beginning to end. And he pointed out some stuff. Like there was one character, I can't remember what his name was, but he has like this beard going on where it just looks really weird. Like he is full shaded at one point, half shaded at a second, and then gone at a third. So I hope that Eric July and the Rippaverse team go through each and every single page and make sure everything is up to par. And I hope that the story kicks ass. I really do. I hope that the story kicks ass. Again, to anybody that hopefully drops in, please hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Your boy has been grinding away trying to get his YouTube channel to 4,000 watch time hours. That's my goal next year. I've been really happy to just, be able to get the subscribers that I've been getting lately. I've seen my subscribers going up. I just want to get my watch time hours going up. I will. Actually, I did do the trailer reaction to the new Kong that dropped today. So anybody, please check that out, man. Please check that out. I'm trying to get my views at least 1,000 or more because I got the subscribers. I just need the views. I want to get to 1,000 views. That's my goal. I want to get to 1,000 views. But like I said, with the Eric July Rippaverse, I hope that it works out for him. I hope that this book is going to be good because it's not going to be Eric July writing it. It's going to be Chuck Dixon's words. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be solid. Now, for y'all that don't know, I did go with cover B just because cover A I didn't really care for. Cover A, it had like a big, huge kind of almost like bulky version of one of the characters. I didn't care for it. And I always wanted to ask, actually, like, what's up with some of these characters on the cover of the books? Why they look bigger than what they actually are in the comic books? You know what I'm saying? It just looks kind of weird to me. But I am, I'm trying to be optimistic about it. I just went for cover B. I didn't get anything else. I've seen a lot of people spend a lot of cash on their Rippaverse merchandise, whether it was a hat, t-shirt, all that. I'm not gonna lie, them hats and them t-shirts look nice. I might get one, but right now I just settled for the comic book and just went for that. But anybody in the comic section, let me know if y'all getting the Rippaverse Alpha Core comic book and which one did you select. I did like the foil cover, but the only issue I had with the foil cover was the fact that it was a little more in price, in that it felt like it was doing a lot with the side character being so posted, whatever the chick's name is, being getting a huge side panel, and then the Alpha Core kind of pushed it back a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'm asking, let me know in the comment section, how do I sound on the mic? If you can understand me, hear me clearly, post it in the comment section. Again, if you can hear me and understand me clearly, post it in the comment section, or let me know how I sound. But yeah, man, I'm trying to be optimistic for what Eric July has coming for the Rippaverse. Like I said, I got that Rippaverse cover B. So I'm hoping it does well. I think it's gonna be solid because it's written by Chuck Dixon. It's not written by Eric July. Like I said, they need to go through every single page, no matter how long it takes, to make sure every little thing from words to detail are taken care of from top to bottom. Because it doesn't matter how many good people Eric July hires, if they're not on a shit, then none of it really matters. And of course, he made his goal of 1 million, which is crazy to look at. And let me see, I'm on the website now, so it looks like he still has. Let's see the campaign. The campaign. I think he has all 4 covers still available, or all 3. Let me see. I'm on the website trying to check it out. So it looks like he has the regular covers available, but none of the signed covers. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of wanted one of them check this and signed covers. I think that would have been really cool to have. But this Ingrid Valdez shirt along with a hat. If I had the money, I'd probably get it. I don't know about $36 for a shirt though, but the hat looks pretty solid. But me living down in the Texas, man, it's warm down here. I don't need a hat right now. But yeah, I went for Ice. I'm sorry. I went for Alpha Core uh, issue B with Ingrid Valdez, whoever the chick is with the purple hands. And then of course you got the full cover for cover C. And then cover D, you're looking at in cover D, you're looking at what's cover D? Cover D, you're just looking at the actual live faces of these characters. But I didn't really care for that cover, so I went for the regular cover B, which I think looks pretty solid. But yeah, that's with that, you know. So moving backwards, if anybody coming in here, the first thing I brought up was the Zack Snyder no longer attached to the DCEU, which has basically been dead and buried since James Gunn took over and announced new projects moving into the 2025. And I'm trying to go in here and see what the slate is, because that's the big topic. But I have something else I want to talk about before I get to the main meat and potatoes. So the third topic that I want to talk about is what's the third topic? The third topic that I want to talk about is physical media. Because I've seen a lot of people do a lot of movies and stuff on physical, a lot of videos on physical media. And here's something I was thinking about. Let me see. I need to find it. So, there was something posted by Sony for the PlayStation 5 online, right? And I got a lot of feathers ruffled. But I think it has something to do with maybe a game being downloaded or not being able to be downloaded. But this is where ownership comes in, and people that were talking about, like, when you go online, because streaming is such a heavy thing now. Streaming is such a big thing now. People don't own these properties, and you learn later on, like people always say, you don't realize what you had until it's gone. People are going to really miss physical media when you're no longer able to have physical media with you, because when you look at physical media, it may seem, I ain't calling it corny. I actually like physical media. I'd rather have physical media over streaming. I get that it's a double-edged sword, but how I look at it is like this. With streaming, it's good to have it at your fingertips. But the fact that Disney, Netflix, all these companies can go in and make changes and, pretty much cancel it whenever they want, it basically shows that, like, you don't own it. You just, you don't even own the streaming service you're using. You're just paying a subscription. And it's crazy because it's like, how can how can people just be okay with just streaming all the time, but not knowing that they don't own the property? And this is where I feel like physical media should still be a thing. Physical media should still be around. But I understand the stores looking at sales and they're saying, at the bottom we got physical media, nobody's buying it. Why keep it on the shelf? So they're choosing to get rid of it. Looking at you, Best Buy. Looking at you, Target. Walmart, you're up next. Because when I went to my nearest Walmart, they had nothing on the shelf. Nothing on the shelf. You know what I mean? I went there and their shelf was completely cleaned out. So, and I feel like video games are up next. Video games are up next. It's not gonna be long before video games are up next because it's already happening, whether you like it or not. Go look at all the video game sections in Walmart, Target, Best Buy. There's practically nothing on the shelf compared to what it used to be maybe like 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago when they had stacks of games. Stacks of games. Now you can't find a single thing. It is crazy to see how places are falling off when it comes to video games and when it comes to movies. Like I know streaming is the new thing now, but it's like, man, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. You know what I mean? Trying to see what else we got here. So yeah, man, I still feel like there's a place for physical media. I feel like there's still a place for physical media, but enough people have to want physical media. You just can't people collect it. Like people have to want it. But since the sales aren't probably doing good for certain stores, they're like, we gotta get rid of it. Go look at Target, the main store. Target only has either a side end cap or a front facing end cap, and that's all they have. At least at the Targets I've been to. If you go to Walmart, they still got a pretty big selection, but the one by my house looks like trash. They new end cap for the new movies looks like trash. You go off to the side, it's not a whole lot to look at. So it's not looking good. And then the Best Buy over by my house, their section looks bad. Like they just a lot of empty areas where movies are supposed to be. But I went to other Best Buys and other Targets and other WalMarts. Not much different from when it comes to Target. The other Walmart I went to looked good. The other Best Buy I can't remember. I have to see if I did a video or not. But yeah, the ones that are close to me just aren't looking good at all. And it's sad to see physical media go away because there's some stuff I really want to get. Like I really want to get like the whole box set of Charmed, like from the early 2000s. I was hip to that, back then. There's some other stuff I want to get from my childhood that I want to get the whole box set of, like Hey Arnold, stuff like that. There's certain things that I want to get that I want the whole entire box set of. Again, to anybody that if you decide to jump in, please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I'm trying to, live stream release Sundays every Sunday between 7:30 and 8. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It kind of sucks that even though I've been live streaming, trying to let everybody know, hey, I'm here, I'm doing this. I barely get anybody in the stream compared to what it used to be. I'd probably say like, a while back ago. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna stop myself from live streaming. I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully, eventually, people will show up and show some support. It's something that I enjoy doing, just to talk to y'all and just have conversation about certain things. Like I said, hopefully the mic is at least sounding okay. Because I know when I was using my other laptop, the mic sounded terrible. So hopefully this sounds okay. But those are the main three things I want to talk about. As far as the last topic, like I said, the title of the video is "Can the DCU be better than the DCEU?" So let's get into that right now. So, I was looking at the movies that James Gunn has on the slate, and I know the biggest thing is Superman Legacy going into 2025. But with that movie, I think the main thing people are having issues with is that it's gonna have a lot of superheroes in it. I mean, we look at Superman Legacy. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people in this movie, and I guess it's driving people nuts. You know what I mean? Because everybody's like, who's gonna be all in this movie? Who's gonna be all in this movie? Is he overdoing it with the cast? Is it too many people that's gonna be in this movie? So let me see. I'm trying to figure out every actor. I looked this up because I was curious about it. So let me see. Every actor that's gonna be in this movie. Let me see if they got a full list because I don't feel like reading a real article. So you got David Corn Sweat as Clark Kent, aka Superman. You got Rachel Brosnan as Lois Lane. You got Skylar Gacindo as Jimmy Olsen. He does look like him. Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor. You got Sarah Sapino as Eve Tishmaker. I have no idea who the hell that is. You got Maria Gabriella. I can't pronounce her whole name. The engineer. I guess she's gonna be the big bad in this movie. You got Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, aka Green Lantern. Isabel Mercedes as Hawk Girl. You got Eddie Gajia as Mr. Terrific. It's crazy because I think no, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. Somebody else. Never mind. You got Anthony Kerrigan as Rex and Mason, aka Metamorpho. Like this movie is gonna be stacked with characters, stacked with characters, and I'm trying to be optimistic about it. You know what I mean? Um, let me see something. So I'm trying to look up the lineup for James Gunn. You know, going to 2025. So we know we got Superman Legacy. That's the first one coming out, right? And I'm optimistic about it. I'm trying to be positive about it. It's hard sometimes, man, because it's like, you know, we don't really know much of the background of the story. We just know that there's being new characters introduced almost every day. So it's kind of upsetting people because they're like, man, well, damn, you know, how many characters are going to be in this movie? Is it a Superman movie or is it a Justice League movie? What's up? So yeah, you know, it's got a lot of people ruffled under the feathers, man. But I hope that it works out. I hope that it works out. So let's see here. We got Superman Legacy, July 11th, 2025. After that, you got some movie called The Authority, this superhero. And then you got the Batman, the Brave, and the Bold. But this one is going to have Damian Wayne and not any of the former Robins in it. So this should be interesting. And then, of course, from there, you got Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I think they just found their writer for that movie. And then you got Swamp Thing. Surprised because they had a Swamp Thing TV show over on the CW, but I guess it got canceled. And then after that, you got new DCU TV shows. So you got Creature Commandos, no clue. You got Waller, of course, Amanda Waller. You got Booster Gold, no idea. You got Lanterns, which is Jon Stewart and I believe Hal Jordan. But I guess it's going to be a TV show, I'm believing live action TV show. And then you got Paradise Lost, which is a Themyscira prequel story before they got to Diana Wonder Woman. So some interesting titles that he has here. It is called Gods and Monsters, I believe, is what this is gonna be. And like I said, there's people that are still out here that are still hoping we get a continuation of the DCU over on Netflix, which I don't see happening at all. As much as I would like for that to be the case, it's not gonna happen. I just don't see that happening. But I'm looking forward to see what James Gunn is going to do with the DCU. But I don't know, man. Is everybody busy? Is one of the bigger YouTubers doing a bigger live stream right now? Because I've had trouble, like maybe over the last few weeks, getting anybody in this live stream. Currently, I've had maybe one or two people jump in, and it's just me here. Nobody's left a comment. Let me see. Maybe we got Young Ripper doing a live stream right now. I ain't got a notification. I've seen some of the YouTubers maybe get like one or two people in their streams. I'm currently sitting at 0. This is why I tell everybody to hit that notification bell at the beginning of my video. I post it at the beginning of the video so all of you know. I'm not lying when I say boy is grinding. I'm putting out videos. I know I need a new mic. I cannot wait to get one. If anybody want to help out, I will have a link in the description box below to you boys Cash App if you want to help out. So yeah, it's been pretty, it's been pretty shitty when it comes to my live streams. You know what I mean? Just trying to get people in the live stream. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep live streaming. Like I said, anybody jumping in, let me know how the mic sounds. I do post about this in my community tab. I will be posting way less on the community tab unless I absolutely have to. I do post a lot on Twitter. That's where you can find the information at. If you ever need to find out what's up on my YouTube channel, definitely on Twitter. I'll try to get a link to my Twitter down in the comments. I mean, in the video in my main channel page. That way, y'all don't have to. Worry about trying to find me on Twitter. But yeah, 2024, my goal is to get this YouTube channel monetized. But excuse me, like I said, James Gunn lineup for the DCEU. I'm sorry, the DCU. It's gonna be weird saying the DCU instead of the DCEU. Is interesting. I think we got. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 projects that James Gunn and Warner Brothers are going to be working on. So I think this is going to be. I hope this is going to be good. I think it's going to be good because it's really going to give a chance to, DC to start over and really shine. Where before they were just kind of floundering with one project after another with the DCU, nothing was sticking. And that's the one thing I'm still confused about to this day. Why didn't somebody who worked for Warner Brothers hire somebody like Kevin Feige instead of trying to run the ship themselves and run it completely into the ground? I don't understand it. Since nobody else is jumping in, I'm going to give the 5-minute warning. Usually I like to go for an hour or something like that, but it's like if nobody's really in here, then it does make it harder to kind of live stream a little longer. I will try to have more topics in my next video, but like I said, yeah, I don't understand why the old regime never hired anybody to just oversee the DCU. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't they get somebody in there who knew what they were doing? Instead of trying to, just greenlight anything and everything under the sun. It made no sense to me whatsoever. So I hope James Gunn's new DCU works out. Like I said, the more I talk about it, the more I get excited about it. Again, a big part of me would love to see Henry Cavill in the old regime. Well, not the old regime, but the old DCU, not including Ezra Miller, return. But I know that's not going to happen. So I'm trying to get myself pumped up for this new DCU. Yo, what up, DJX? Thanks for stopping in, man. I don't know if she was the whole complete problem, man. I know she was like a big focus, but I just think the issue was mainly that the DCU couldn't get like the regime could not get out of their own way. They could have hired somebody like Kevin Feige or hired a couple people or a trio of people to run the DCU so it wouldn't feel like everybody was so it wouldn't feel like the whole DCEU was just spitballing movies. Like that's what the old regime was doing. They were throwing out movies trying to see what worked and nobody cared. Nobody cared. I mean, yeah, no, the only movie she did I did not get a chance to see was what movie did she do? I didn't get a chance to see. It was the all chick movie, the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. I didn't get a chance to see that. But from what I've read, it looks like they're trying to go the Marvel route. They're trying to follow Marvel's footsteps and try to they're trying to go the Marvel route and trying to kind of follow Marvel's footsteps, which I think they should have did from the get-go, which giving everybody their own project, then move forward and do a big superhero team up. Like Marvel laid the blueprint for all y'all. I agree. I agree with that 100%. I'm hoping that James Gunn's DC works out, because it sucks that when you look back on this time period of the DCU, there's not going to be a whole lot of good to talk about. Oh yeah, I forgot about Aquaman. So I do plan on seeing it. The trailer looked badass. I did a trailer reaction for it. It looks great, but it's the last movie, officially the end of the DCEU. And I'm just like, I'm trying not to be disappointed, but the fan in me wants to see the DCU continue, but I know it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So it is kind of what it is, man. So try to be optimistic, but just try and keep a positive head, and hopefully things work out for the DCU. Like I said, we got like 10 projects, Superman Legacy, which a lot of people have been talking about because it's looking more like a Justice League movie than it is a Superman movie. So all these characters are going to be making cameo appearance, and then eventually we're gonna get to Superman or something like that, because that's a lot of cameo appearances. Yeah, a lot of people have said that. A lot of people have said that. That was the conclusion. The Justice League Snyder cut that we got. And I'll honestly admit, I sat through the whole thing. I know a lot of people had to like get up, take a break, move, do something. I sat through the whole thing, and I enjoyed it. I know there's one guy in particular, Mike Patika. He said he didn't like it. I honestly enjoyed it. Or quote me if I'm wrong, but I actually enjoyed it. I sat through the whole thing. Um, but I know, yeah, that was pretty much the end. Because I think some executive came out and said they didn't plan on giving the DC, they didn't plan on giving Zack Snyder any more money to do any more thing with the DCU. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I like Superman. I like the Man of Steel movie. I wish they would have just kept him in the black suit. I wish they would have let him keep his facial hair and just let him just be Superman in the 2016 Justice League cut. But that movie was so bad and so terrible. It made no sense why that movie was even greenlit. Like, I remember going to the bookstore afterwards and seeing all this stuff advertisement, and I'm like, dude, this movie was straight trash, garbage. This movie should never seen the light of day. Like, what Zack Snyder had to put together with the Justice League movie was way better than what we got in You're not wrong, man, but again, who would just spend all that money on a DC EU just to sabotage it? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And I mean, you could be right. You could be right, but we'll never actually know 100%. And now, like I said, Rebel Moon coming. I hope this is something I actually should have mentioned earlier in the stream. I forgot. Everybody that is sitting here talking about the Zack Snyder cut needs to go put all that energy over there into the Rebel Moon cut. Go focus on Rebel Moon. Go focus on what Zack Snyder's got going on over there, because obviously, like I said, we're not getting any more Zack Snyder Justice League stuff. And I will admit this, when it comes to Zack Snyder, it is kind of a tease that he put out so many pictures and photos about the Justice League cut. But I knew that it wasn't coming to fruition once David Zaslav brought in James Gunn and all those boys to take over. Yeah, like Josh Whedon and everything like that, man. It's crazy because I ain't heard nothing about that dude since his whole situation with the old regime at the DCU and with Ray Fisher. So, yeah, I'm hoping I'm hoping that James Gunn's works out a lot better. To wash all the taste out. I don't understand why The Rock thought it was going to be okay to come in and try and take over and try and make this whole spill about having Black Adam versus Superman when really he and Shazam, they're each other's foes. You know what I mean? That's what the story should have been. Like, it should not have been Black Adam and Superman. It should have been Black Adam and Shazam. But I can kind of understand why maybe The Rock didn't want to work with Zachary Levi and this Shazam character, because he was goofy as fuck. I saw that they put the DCU movies um on Netflix, and I know they got both Shazam movies on there. I still haven't brought myself to watch them. I'm still interested to watch them. But by the way, man, let me know how I sound. Give me a thumbs up if I sound good. Give me a thumbs down if I sound bad. Just let me know real quick. Because I gotta get a new mic. I gotta get a new mic. So you're not interested in no DC projects? Holy shit. So you know what? I'm optimistic. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not super interested. Thank you. So I'm not super interested in any of them. I'm just trying to be optimistic about it because, like I said, I can't imagine the DCU being any worse than the DCEU. So I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I know some projects people don't know anything about, like the Booster Gold, and I'm trying to think, Creature Commandos, the excuse me, the was it Themyscira or something like that? It's the movie or TV show that comes out before Diana, aka Wonder Woman, is brought into the fold. So I wonder about that too. Of course, you got the Lanterns TV show dropping. I think they were being supposed to do a Green Lantern TV show or a movie over on HBO Max. So I'm interested to see what that does. But I'm optimistic about the future of DC. Marvel, on the other hand, is a whole different ballgame. They cannot get their head out of their ass for nothing. And I've said it time and time again. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said it. Even the new, well, she ain't new, but the Miss Marvel chick, she came out and said Marvel has got to focus on making movies that people like. I think they just need to stop that, but I think they need to stop spending so much damn money on these movies and just focus on catering to the fans that actually want to see it and stop trying to cater to everybody. But I think that with the DCU, I hope it does great because I hope that it lights a fire in the Marvel's ass to get them back on track. Because I've compared it to wrestling. Like Marvel is WWE, but they're going through a hard time, just like WWE has. DC is DC is WCW. They got completely ran into the ground, but it wasn't because of Marvel. They ran themselves into the ground. And so now they're trying to rebound. Marvel isn't on a high like it used to be. You can't even slap a Marvel name on a movie and think it's going to generate millions and millions of dollars. Because go talk to the Marvels movie. I still ain't seen that. You know what I'm saying? So in my eyes, I feel like Kevin Feige got to get somebody else in there. Got to get the whole team in one room and let everybody know. Look, we need to cut off the fat. We need to focus on getting the Marvel brand back to being great again. We got to get rid of all the stuff that don't matter, specifically the TV shows. I think that's the one thing that nobody really gives a damn about is the TV shows. Anybody new coming in here, please hit that like button. Anybody new, hit that subscribe button. But I think he's got to get away to cut off the fat. I think getting rid of the TV shows is one of the biggest things that Marvel can do because nobody's really looking forward to the TV shows. Nobody cares. And let's see. Oh, it definitely was because of Marvel as a company and Marvel fans sabotaging and having a concentrated effort to destroy it. Damn, that sucks. I mean, everybody's free to their own beliefs, man. I just feel like everybody supported DC with the keyboards, but nobody supported DC in the theater. Look at Black Adam. Nobody supported that movie. Nobody went to go jump and saw it. I didn't even go jump and see it. I didn't really like the trailer for it. I waited till it came out on streaming. I caught it. I thought it was okay. Actually, scratch it. I didn't like the movie. Black Adam is not one of my favorite movies. I didn't even watch Shazam. Neither one. Everybody, like I said, everybody's free to their own opinion, but I do think that people supported Zack Snyder and the Snyder Cut with the keyboards, but they didn't actually go to the theater and support the movie with their actual money. You know what I mean? And then again, the old regime didn't know what they wanted to do. They weren't putting their ducks in a row to get each team member their own movie and then get a big superhero movie. They decided to skip the superhero, each getting their own film and just do a big superhero movie that completely tanked. It's crazy 10 years was wasted on the DCEU. And all of a sudden they headed it in a new direction. Still don't make sense why the old regime wouldn't hire somebody like Kevin Feige to come in and run the DCEU brand. At least hire 2 or 3 people. That way they can all work off each other so nobody's getting overworked. Because I'm pretty sure that's what's happening to Kevin Feige over there at Marvel. He's getting overworked. And yeah, that's true, man. They only really care about his vision. But nobody came out of pocket. I'm pretty sure if the Snyder Cut would have hit theaters, people would have supported it. Because that's what everybody wanted. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. And like I said, people got to move on from it because we're not getting nothing more from the Zack Snyder DCU is dead. And now we're finna go get the DCU with James Gunn. But I'm hoping it works out, like I said, because for what we've been getting, man, it hasn't working out. We should have been past Superman 2. We should have been past Superman 3. Superman should have already been fighting Darkseid. He probably should have already been fighting what are some of his other greatest villains? Maybe another movie with Lex Luthor, Brainiac. Like we should have already got some of those movies. Dax, man, you got no faith in the DCU at all, man. Like I said, I know some of them projects are unknown even to me. I have to go online and do some research. But you got to have some type of faith, man. Some type of faith. Can I ask why you think it's dead on arrival? I hope not, man. I hope not. I just know that with the new Superman movie, it's gonna have an abundance of characters. It's gonna have a bunch of people that some people have seen, some people I haven't, or probably can't remember, and it's gonna probably feel more like a Justice League movie because there's gonna be a lot of cameos of all these different characters, and I guess it's gonna be a world where Superman. It's gonna be a world where Superman is kind of fitting into his place where the world is already filled with heroes. So it's not it's not gonna be a complete reboot. It's gonna be kind of somewhere in the beginning of his story. So I'm curious to see what they do with it. I'm hoping it's gonna be good though. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. But I think it's just gonna be we got to wait and see if everybody goes supports it with their pockets. I think that first trailer is really gonna have to knock it out the park. Like everything that happens with this movie is gonna have to be knocked out of the park. People are gonna really have to come out of James Gunn is really gonna have to come out of his bag to get this DCU brand like off and running. Because lately there's just been a lot of questions of do people really still care about superhero movies? We can't say anything about DCEU because once James Gunn took over, fans stopped supporting it. Because DC fan base is the Zack Snyder fan base. True, they are the same group. You remove Zack and the fans left. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wish he got a chance to finish his vision, man. I really do. But like I said, James Gunn's going to come out his bag for the DCU because fans aren't going to be satisfied if this thing flops. I'm going to be satisfied if this movie is not good, if it doesn't have a good story. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk about Corn Sweat and how he looks like Henry Cavill because of him wearing, the full facial hair, the hat. And if you look at The Man of Steel from 2013, I believe that's the year it came out, there's a part in there where Henry Cavill is wearing a similar getup, not a sweatsuit, but just kind of like this regular looking clothes with the hat and facial hair. But it looks like Corn Sweat's bulking up because you look at his old picture, he's skinny. New picture, he's bulked up, which he has to be for Superman. But I'm hoping it is going to be a good movie. But I do agree, man. When Zack Snyder left, he took all the fans with him. But I think they need to let him come back. Not let him come back, but if he wants to come back and do Batman, I think that'd be pretty cool to see. I just wonder how DC is going to do with two different Batman. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy to look at. Let me see. Oh, Marvel fans support DC fans when I watch. Yeah, I mean it's like people say, it's the Snyder cult that are not going to come out and support that movie. Like I said, I think I said in one of my old videos, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to review bomb the Superman Legacy movie when it comes out. I ain't gonna lie, man. I might try to take the night off. Hopefully my boss is not listening and trying to see that opening night because I know the theater gonna be packed. In the certain times where I feel like I gotta get to a movie opening night, especially the big ones like Avengers Endgame had to be their opening night because the world we live in, social media, it was gonna be all over social media that night or the next day. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be good, and I'm hoping that it's gonna be good. But I'm trying to look forward to the DCU, man. Like I said, I know all the Zack Snyder fans left when he got fired, but somebody got to look forward to the DCU. Somebody got to be interested. Anybody coming in, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Somebody has got to be looking forward to the DCU. You know what I mean? Because it makes no sense that nobody supports it. There's got to be somebody out there, right? I know there's been a lot of talk of James Gunn and him being lucky with the Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and we'll see how he does as an executive running the DCU. But my whole thing is be optimistic. Try and be optimistic. You know what I mean? Let me see. There was something I did talk about earlier besides this. I guess I'm gonna do a video about this. It doesn't really matter too much right now. Ah, damn, that sucks, man. You must have been a real hardcore fan of the DCU, man. Cause, woo, it's yeah, that's cold, man. That's cold. That is cold. But like I said, to each his own. Like I said, I hope it works out with this, man, because it's gonna need everybody's support. To me, I think the craziest thing about the DCU is the fact that it's starting over with Superman the same way that the DCU started over with Superman. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy to me. This new Superman legacy film is the start of the DCU, the same way that Man of Steel started off the DCU back in 2013. That's what's crazy to me. That's what's crazy to me. But I like we're gonna have to wait and see what James Gunn got in his bag. I told everybody for the longest time Zack Snyder cut was done. I think it really died when James Gunn did not hire Henry Cavill, because that's like the main one everybody wanted to come back with Henry Cavill. So either going, I can understand that. I can understand that. But like I said, I think the DCU officially died when Henry Cavill didn't come back as Superman. It sucked though, because he came back for Black Adam. Nobody went to go support it. And then when he made his announcement, everybody was happy. I was in Cloud 9 the whole day that he announced he's coming back as Superman, right? And then fast forward, it was like, oh, nope, I'm not Superman anymore, guys. I'm sorry. James Gunn has decided he wants to go in a new direction, but they have talked about bringing me in possibly for future projects. And so, we'll see what happens. Derek, hey, so yeah, man, I'm gonna give it a chance, man. Like I said, I'm trying to be open minded about it. I'm trying to get myself pumped up for the DCU, but it's hard, man, because a big part of me is still a DCU fan. But at the end of the day, we know we're not getting anything else. It's over. It's done. Not James Gunn. I'm sorry. Zack Snyder is moving on to the uh, Netflix side. He's over there working on his Rebel Moon project. And my thing is, you working on Rebel Moon, he can go into his bag and do whatever he wants with Rebel Moon versus having to have somebody, oversee his whole thing with the DCEU, because it's his project. There's nobody over there that can tell him what to do. It's his stuff. You know what I mean? He's allowed to go into the bag and say, okay, I'm gonna do this with this character. I'm gonna do that with that character. Nobody can tell him what to do because it's his vision. It's Zack Snyder's vision. And I've watched the trailers. I've done reactions on them. Honestly, it looks interesting, but we don't really know a whole lot about it. But that's what makes it interesting, because it's new, it's fresh. Of course, it has its Of course, it has this. What is it? What do you call it? Of course, it has this. I can't think of the name of the word. It has inspiration. That's what I'm trying to find. It has this inspiration from other medias. Like you got Star Wars in there with the lightsaber swords or something like that. Hey, what's going on, Tuckerverse? So he has that as a source of inspiration. You know what I mean? But um, but I'm just trying to be open minded and look forward to what Rebel Moon is going to be. But my advice to everybody that puts so much time and energy into the Zack Snyderverse, go put all that energy in the Rebel Moon now. Go put all that energy in the Rebel Moon now, because that's where all the energy needs to be. Because Snyderverse is dead. It died when James Gunn came on and said that he was starting a whole new DC universe. For some weird out of the apparent reason, fans are still holding out hope, even after Zack Snyder came out and said, "Hey, I'm not, I'm basically done without saying I'm done. The only reason I'll go back is if they let me do a Batman movie, and that's it. Even if you did come back to do a movie, it's a Batman movie. We ain't getting Zack Snyder doing the whole DCU. We're not getting Zack Snyder doing a Superman movie or working with Henry Cavill is done. But there's a lot of people out here who want a Zack Snyder DCU to come back and finish the story over on Netflix. My other thing is this. How's that gonna work out? Because it's not like he can just do Justice League movie after Justice League movie. Like, that would have to be like an hour, 2 hours, some change long just to get the other character story out there. Like, you would have to let Batman and Wonder Woman, and if you can find a good Flash, not Ezra Miller and Ray Fisher, do their own movies first and then get into the Justice League. Like, nobody's gonna come out of pocket like that. Nobody's gonna come out of pocket like that. So to everybody out there that want to see the DCU, please let it go. It's over. Go put all that money into the Rebel Moon project that Zack Snyder got over there on Netflix. Because I'm trying to be optimistic about it. I like the trailers. They look crazy. It looks like it's gonna be an adventure. I know some people talking about it's not gonna compete with the with Star Wars, I don't think that should be the goal, just because it's Star Wars. You say those two words, man, everybody know what it is. Star Wars got too much history. It got too much going for it to be even be touched. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping that the Rebel Moon works out. Like I said, James Gunn is in control of DCU now, so it's full steam ahead with the DCU and the Superman Legacy property he has dropping. I appreciate everybody that could stop by, that is stopping by. I do plan on keeping my live streams starting usually between 7:30 and 8. I've thought about trying to start from sooner on Sundays. I'm usually pretty busy because I've seen a lot of other people live stream earlier on Sundays. I think I've only done it maybe once or twice. I can't remember exactly how it worked out. I do plan on having open live streams eventually where I have other people in the live stream. I just want to get a better mic and go from there. Just because right now I'm kind of streaming from my phone. I do have my laptop that I use, but the mic on this thing is trash. So I definitely plan on getting the new mic ASAP. If anybody has any good mics, let me know in the comment section below. What would y'all recommend? I did see the Quadcast mic that looked really good. I seen it on display. That's the one I'm after. I know there's one called I know there's like the Blue Yeti everybody uses, but I've seen some bad reviews. I don't know if anybody uses those in a regular. Let me know if those are good or not. And then of course you got there's one called the Rodent, but it's like a small square one. But that one you gotta really bend down to talk into. And I don't want to have to do all that just to talk in the video. So, let me know if there's any good mics out there because I'm trying to invest in one. Like I said, 2024 is my goal. I'm trying to get monetized. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it is hard as shit with these watch time hours. Because a lot of people live stream throughout the week, and I can only live stream on Sundays because I'm working. So, it's just trying to get more views. Because I see my subscribers going up, but man, it's hard trying to get these views up, man. I want to get to 1,000 views. I've seen other videos, like maybe one or two of my videos recently. My Godzilla -1 trailer reaction did 1,000. I did a video talking about He Who Remains, aka Jonathan Majors. That video did over 1,000. I was like, holy crap. So my main thing I've just been trying to do is just stay consistent with being a YouTuber and just really trying to, make it happen. But just getting back to the topic at hand, like I said, I hope everything works out. I know I've repeated this multiple times, but right now we just don't know anything. And I know there's been a lot of videos thrown out there by a lot of YouTubers with all their speculations and trying to figure out, peeling it all back like an onion, just to try to figure out what's going on. But we don't know what's up with the DCU yet. You know what I mean? We got to find out. We got to wait and find out. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream right now. Boys, I get up, work tomorrow. I got some stuff I got to take care of right now. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. I'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully, one day in the future, real soon, I'll be able to do an open live stream. I'll be able to have more people on. And, I do want to get out there and spread my wings and work with other YouTubers as well on their live streams. I just got to find a time and day because I'm only free usually on the weekends. A lot of people usually live stream on the weekdays. So I'm going to end this live stream. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I'll catch you on my next live stream. Peace. I'm out.